Welcome to Color Mart. You pick the colors and then we'll start. I'm your titular artist. Yeah, that's me. My co-host Corey, always making us happy. So sit back and watch and have some fun. Comment with a color, I'll use every one. Welcome to Color Mart. You pick the colors and then we'll start. Welcome, oh welcome to Color Mart.
Hello and welcome to Color My Art, the Facebook live show where you pick the colors, and YouTube live show where you pick the colors, just live show, that I use on a piece that I've created. Thank you for joining me today. I'm your host, Tyler Charles, and with me, as always, is my incredible co-host and DJ. Give it up for Corey! Corey's leaving and coming back to get some comments, I'm assuming. Here's the piece we're going to be working on. Let's show that to you. Let's get it on the right side. Everybody's gone. Getting everybody back.
Sorry, I hate that. That was on me.
Life.
I tried to come in and it moved and
can you move the picture over to you? I don't know why it's not working.
No, I want to be big.
to you. There we go. I gotta clean off the screen, I think.
Did you hear my introduction or was I muted?
Your introduction was muted, so welcome.
All right.
Let's hide this for you.
Thank you very much, everybody, for showing up tonight. We really appreciate it. We are here. We are artsy and get used to it.
Yeah, like he said. I did already show you it, but this is the piece we're going to be working on today. Unfortunately, I need to make a thing for this. Yep, it's gonna be this one. Oh, and I need numbers, right?
I don't know. We've been doing this show for how long? You should know, Tyler.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Okay. So I'm kind of doing a different thing here, where Michigan's not traced in, or doesn't have a border. But once I use the colors, it's gonna pop, and you're gonna see Michigan pop up.
Is that a political statement, Tyler?
Yep. Yes, it is. I've been making a lot of them on my pages lately. I just think, don't let fascism win. Anywho, here are the colors. Here are the numbers. Let's get it over there. Shall we? So let's move all this over here so you can just see it. Nice and bright. Yep. And then maybe I can turn this up. Nope, that's as bright as it gets. This is green, by the way. But those are the colors you can choose from. I also shared it on my page, Corey, so some people might comment on there. I don't know.
Alrighty!
5, 6 are the colors you can pick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those are the colors you can pick. And I know numbers don't relate to colors, but in this case they do. And those are the choices you can comment to help us.
Let me break it down, Tyler.
Okay.
Yo, F927, you're a hell of a guy or girl. And you say yo. We say yo, what's up? 4927, we're doing great. Thanks for asking. Ow!
Thank you for saying hello. Now I need you to pick a color that you know. That's the only way that we can start the show. I work with Tyler. Who is it?
It is F927.
F927. It might be. It could be Sarah. I mean, I've probably, whatever. Like, there's only a couple people. If it's you, hello. Thank you for checking out the show. Instead of commenting with comments, comment with a color. But also, hello, and thank you for checking out the show. I need for you to help me. It's not that hard, go ahead and do it. You got some fingers, so go ahead and do it. I know I said it twice, but it bears repeating. So I'll say it again, go ahead and pick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fair enough. Painting. So it's either Ethan or Tanner or Joey. I feel like Jason would be on Facebook. So and it's got a T at the beginning. It's got a T at the beginning. Hello?
Sorry, I was muted because I was coughing during your song.
No.
Yeah, I didn't need that in the game. No, my question is F927, did you create that name or was that name given to you? And the winner of the contest, Tyler, is
Tanner. I haven't worked with them in like a month and a half. It's been crazy. Hello, Tanner. If you want to actually put a comment with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 in there, that'd be sick. So I could start this piece.
And not just Tanner, anybody that's watching around the world, please
we know put
in a number in the comments.
Okay, all right. Here's a little ditty for y'all. That's just a song to let you mull over which color you want to pick. It has nothing to do with that. let's not do that. Let's do...
All right, before you start the song, Tanner has said, I gave it to myself. I like that name. That's a good name.
I feel like you're lying and your parents gave it to you.
And he also says 6.
I call bullshit, but actually
Six,
I
six.
regret saying that because you picked a color.
6.
So now we're cool.
6,
so
6.
yeah, you totally picked that name for yourself.
But we're playing good cop, bad cop, so now I don't believe you.
And I do.
Why are you lying?
I never lie. I'm like that president, that guy that never lies. I think it was Washington.
Every president has lied
I
throughout
agree.
history.
I just
You
like-
have no
yeah.
backing there. They all have lied.
You're right. What was me for believing the hype? You're right, though. Every single president has lied. Even though I'm pretty sure Washington was known for never told a lie, but nonsense.
Well, that
'cause
was
his
that was
teeth were
Link,
made
that
from
was
slave
that
teeth,
was
so.
Lincoln. So wasn't that Lincoln? I'm pretty sure that was Lincoln.
I need a color from you. Oh, from you. I can see you watching. Go ahead and pick 3 more colors or I'll be sick. And if you wanna see me throw up on camera, don't pick a color. Actually, people might want that, so pick a color and I'll throw up. I sound like a dancing little monkey. I'll do anything. There once was a time where I regret nothing. Committed the crime of living a life full of something. Lost in the woods for nothing. Not a dime to my name. No one but myself to blame. I need you to pick a color. I need you to pick a color. There once was a time where I didn't regret nothing. Committed the crime of living a life full of something. Now I'm lost in the woods. Oh, full of something. Play my guitar and see how far it gets me. Oh, when singing and making art is the only gift this life has given me. Thank you. Thank you, Corey. I do want a color? Did we get anything? We have 7 comments and not a single, just one color?
Yep.
We might have to have the anonymous stargazing. Let me play one more song. I guess I'm just trying to make time go by.
Oh, we have a color.
Oh my gosh! Mysterious. We got green. Green is serene. One more color and we're done.
Come on, people. You know you ought to be the last color in line. We got 2 more colors, Tyler.
Oh, do we?
Red.
Okay.
And blue. We already chose green.
Okay. All right, we got 2 colors. I'm going to sing one more song, and we're going to get to this coloring. Let's take this down and show you what we're going to be working on. A Michigan piece with a fish. And once I color it in, it's going to be Michigan, and you're going to be like, whoa, how did they do it? How did they do it?
Well, it's so crazy.
Oh. Actually, you know what? We're going to get to this piece. Why am I dilly-dallying? We had fun. I got to not linger. Let's get to this piece. Let's play some itty-bitty background music for the beginning of this. Oh, yeah. Popping the beats. With the beats.
With the beats.
Beats with the beats. I mean, you really should be a radio DJ.
I really should, but it doesn't pay enough.
It does. It pays probably better when you get paid.
It really doesn't.
Actually, yeah. I think we looked this up. And it's like $30,000 a year or something. It's like, yeah, it's terrible.
Like, you have to be Howard Stern or somebody of that caliber to be good at radio, or to make money in radio.
Yeah, no, for sure. So I'm trying to blend these 2 colors. Just the blue for that.
But yeah, the average radio DJ makes minimum wage. Or close to it.
Would orange be darker? No, it would be lighter, okay. So it should go like that. Trying to figure out what colors to use first.
Yeah.
You gotta blend the light with the dark, and I just gotta make sure that it's how I want it to look.
Yep.
Starting out with pink. We are going for it. I don't know if anybody knows this, but you guys are in for a treat today. We've been doing lately watching old training videos from different establishments, which has been honestly a riot. And we have a very fun video. I don't know if it's a training video. I kind of thought from how you told me about it, Corey, that it was more like an advertisement.
F9 says, Corey, I don't like how you hide behind your mic. I just moved it.
I don't like how you hide. You better not be hiding behind that microphone.
I usually do though, because I'm like, when you're playing your music, I usually like munch. So I'll like keep munching on, because Tyler and I will before the show usually, like, I don't know, what do you say, a half an hour, 45 minutes before the show, we try to get on and get into the show mode of things, because it's really to do this thing is kind of you have to get into the mood of it. So we play some music and we get going. We have kind of a pre-show powwow, and so I was snacking on something during the time. I was just finishing it up, so I was hiding my face. Sorry about that. I am in it for the win now.
I'm in for the win, as the kids say.
And he says, and looking all mysterious with sunglasses on inside.
Yeah, that's a Corey staple. Inside.
We have done this show for how long, Tyler?
About 2 years and like 8 months.
And I have worn sunglasses every single show.
Yup. It is a Corey staple. You know, you gotta have your thing, and that's Corey's thing.
Yep. Gotta keep it real. But the real reason is I have bright light shining in my face right now. And if I didn't have sunglasses on, I'd just be squinting, and I'd look ridiculous. So therefore, I wear sunglasses and save my eyes.
And also, you know what, Tanner? He doesn't need an excuse. He gets to live his life how he wants. Sunglasses indoors or out.
Hell yeah.
Whatever you need.
So Tyler, I kind of have a trick for you tonight. I have
Okay.
2 videos. We're gonna play one tonight, one the next week. One's a little bit longer, one's a little bit shorter. One in my opinion is probably the best training video I've ever seen.
Okay. So far.
So far, yes.
Yeah. I feel like they have asked. Well, the first one we watched might have been the best one.
The first one, yes, that
rap
really
video.
kicked things off.
What was this again? Describe the first video for our listeners right now.
So the first video, you can find it on YouTube. It's Wendy's, and it's in the 80s or 90s.
Did you just call it Wendy's?
Wendy's.
You said Wendy's.
Wendy's.
It's that Wendy's place.
Wendy's.
Oh, we're going to Wendy's.
Oh, let's go to
We gotta go
Wendy's.
to Wendy's down there. Everybody knows about Wendy's. Wendy's, yeah. Sorry for interrupting.
But it's a great video. If you haven't seen it,
Yeah, it's their training
back-
video. They
back 2
rap.
weeks.
They have a rapper. The guy like goes inside a TV
yep,
and they tell him how to use the grill, how to get some good grill skills, if I recall.
the grill skills, yeah.
Grill skills. Talking about the
Nothing.
grill skills.
Nothing like it, really.
I've never seen anything like it in my life. I wish I worked at Wendy's back then just to watch that video. To
Do
be
you
like,
think it
what?
Do you think it would have inspired you to do better at your job?
Or remember last week when we had that weird... No, it wouldn't. It would not inspire me to do it. I'd still be like, I'm a wage worker working at freaking Wendy's. Like, it's not. I don't care. And you shouldn't, because they don't give you incentive to. If they paid you okay, or they gave you benefits, you know what? Hi-ho, Wendy's.
Hi-ho, Wednesdays.
But if they're just doing their thing, I need to be tiny. Don't you dare say it. I don't know why my drag thing won't work, but could you drag me to tiny?
Why you trying to drag thing, Tyler?
Don't you worry about what I'm doing with my drag. Thank you.
You do you, Tyler.
I will do me. Gotta draw some orange on the base of this thing. So then it looks
Alright.
like
So like I was saying, Tyler, I have 2 videos. One I think is probably the best video I've seen thus far. And the other one, I watched a little bit of it. But it is Chucky is okay, so I'm gonna give you the restaurant names because they're both restaurants, and
Okay.
you get to choose which one
I
you
want to
watch. Yeah.
Okay, but we're gonna watch the next one next week, I guess.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. So
All right.
the first one is Old Country Buffet,
All right.
and it's specifically, I'll even give you this. It's specifically the meat carving station.
Okay. Meat
And
carving
then-
station.
And then the second one is gonna be Chuck E. Cheese.
Ooh, those are some good options. Dang, dude. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to the audience. He texted me earlier, making me think we were only going to do the country buffet. Old country buffet. So I was under the impression that that was going to happen. But now that I have options, the question is he saying that the new one is better, which would be the Chuck E. Cheese one, or the original was clearly better and he included the other one because he wanted options for this very moment? That's what I want to know.
That's the question.
It is the question. Dang. I mean, no matter what, I'm going to see both videos, so I really shouldn't be this, like, breaking it down. Let's go with Chuck E. Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese, all right.
We're going with the risk.
Give me one moment.
Okay, now that I've picked, is this the one you were saying is better?
No, I think I still stand behind the Old Country Buffet as being the better of the two.
Okay. We'll look forward to that next week, guys.
Let's pause the music and...
We really gotta figure out how to make this bigger. But... Okay.
This is probably one of the cringiest starts to a video. Everybody has a story. Received
this
joint
is like
custody.
this is like newer.
Only one night a week with his kid.
It's the only time he can make him smile.
Single mom raising family and trying to make ends meet.
Ah, what is this weird? What is happening? What?
Received all A's on a report card.
Oh, so she deserves to be there.
But wait, she runs back, watching brother's children while he recovers from car accident.
Oh, so she's extra good. She deserves to be here. Is what we're saying.
Was accepted in college.
You must earn Chuck E. Cheese. What is this one?
Hoping husband will return next month from active duty overseas.
That's really dark. Hoping. What do you mean? Is he like at risk? Chuck E. Cheese touching children. Oh my god.
Everyone has a story. If we care to read it.
Okay. Is that it? Is that it?
Oh no.
Okay. I was like, it better not be it. I'm fully invested.
Everyone has a story, Tyler. Why is it just replaying this?
I don't know. Everyone has a story.
If you care to read it.
I don't care. I don't care to read it. Welcome to Chuck E. Cheese!
Chuck E. Cheese University presents Character!
Learning how to make a pizza.
Nope, it's character.
Chuck E. Cheese is the point of difference between Chuck E. and other restaurants.
What?
The memory of meeting Chuck E. survives long after a child has left the restaurant. This is why we place
this
an
terrifying
emphasis
experience.
on every guest who sees Chuck E. Cheese.
The Chuck E. Room Costume Care. Every store has a designated area for our costume character called the Chuck E. Room. It's important that you keep this area clean.
It is really.
Like, what the hell is that? The Chuck E. Room.
And vacuum inside the room.
You know about the movie
At some
Chucky,
stores,
right,
the Chuck E.
guys?
Room and birthday area are in the same room. Either case, keep the room neat and cleaned and organized.
As Chucky?
A special costume care kit may be purchased for your store to help you in keeping the costume in great shape.
I like how they say, I don't know if you caught it, but they said a costume care kit may be purchased for your costume. So it's not guaranteed. It's like an extra thing that your store has to buy to keep the costume like clean. And what if your store doesn't buy it? Like, what if your store's like, he doesn't need it?
Yeah, they don't need the cleaning kit.
And like, listen to what it comes with too. Like, I would definitely want the cleaning kit.
Use it every shift. Brush the fur to keep it plush
and brush the fur.
Yeah. You do what now? You do what?
Right.
Maybe is Chucky alive? Like, are we maintaining this freaking freak?
spray
like
the
monster?
costume and shoes with Fresh Again deodorizer.
Well, that's gonna be
Clean
on
the face
you now.
of Chucky and the shoes with cleaner. Remove
Like once you
lint from
put it
fabric
on,
with the lint roller.
deodorizer's getting on you.
By doing
Yep.
this every time you use the costume, you will prevent the costume from becoming dirty. Never perform with any broken parts. It's important to report any
Never
problems with the
perform.
costume to the manager so that repairs or replacements can be ordered. Some parts of the costume may be sent in for refurbishing, such as the fat suit, shoes, and the head.
That suit.
It's important that Chucky always looks his very best. Getting started.
Yeah, if
The
one
first thing
eye's
you'll
missing,
need before
do
getting
not.
suited up is a sweatband or
I love how they know that it's gonna be really hot in this costume, so they require you to have a sweatband.
Right?
Like, they now know how horrible this job is. But here's a sweatband.
bandana and an additional plain white cotton t-shirt. The shirt is to be worn while you're in the costume. While you're out, you can leave the cotton t-shirt
While
in
you're
the checking room
out.
and wear your correct uniform. You should also bring deodorant, cologne, or body spray. The costume can get warm, and bringing all the extra items can help you perform better in and out of the costume.
Don't stink, mother trucker!
Yeah, right? Like, please take a shower.
By the way, while we're watching this, I'll do show. What is it called? Spotlights. Spotlights is what Tyler's doing right now. He is coloring in some of the. Is that a water?
That is water. That is what you'll see. I got blue coming. Blue is coming in. I got it right here.
But that is what Tyler's doing. Don't want to take away from the art. But
Yeah, spotlights.
here we
So yeah,
go.
let's do this.
Don't forget to drink plenty of water or juices, like fruit punch and pink lemonade.
I love how they tell you to drink
Fruit
juices.
punch.
Fruit punch.
Fruit punch and,
And
lemonade.
lemonade.
Like, that's sugar, dude. Like, that's pure sugar. Like,
We don't want you to drink sodas, but you
Yeah.
can drink all that sugar.
Sodas. Even sodas, like water. Like
Yeah,
they
just
should be
drink
drinking water, dude.
Yeah.
Performing in a warm costume can and will dehydrate you.
Yeah.
In addition to drinking plenty of fluids, you also need to put safety as your #1 priority. The Chucky head has very limited visibility, so please be extra careful around children. When it's possible, have someone escort Chucky. This helps guests as well as
You gotta
Chucky
get
from getting hurt.
escorted as Chucky.
If an escort is not possible, you as Chucky should be extra cautious.
While in the costume, there
as
are some
Chucky.
do's and don'ts.
We knew a guy who
Things
was Chucky, by the way, everybody.
Yeah.
Like, we knew a guy who was like
Yep.
actually a
Our old
Chucky
roommate.
guy, our old roommate, yeah. And he should not have been. Is what I would say.
Like, I wouldn't say he is weird around kids, but he is
No, just weird. Like
just...
I guess.
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad you said it, not me, Tyler.
yeah. Just weird. Everybody's got their own stuff, but like I'm not a fan of this guy. He got my license taken away, so I'm biased. Is what I would say about that situation.
I don't have that big of a problem with him. He was just a weird roommate and had
Yeah, dude. What was it?
had his problems with me.
The thing he said that was so weird about the Christmas tree.
Oh yeah.
It's like unseemly or like,
Unsightly. Yeah, something like that.
some kind of weird old timey talk.
It was like January 2nd. And he was
yeah.
very upset
It
that the
really
Christmas
was
tree
like
still up.
not even that late in the year.
That was the year he threw it out the window, right? Or threw it out the porch?
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes. And just we never dealt with that. This is yep. It's
Nope.
outside now. It's outside problem.
At that point, we didn't have a tree in the house, and everybody was happy.
Yeah. Like, well, you know, he did take care of it. You can't get mad at him for doing it.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
at least he did it. It
and
was insane, but
we never
do we
got
have
in trouble.
stuff on it?
I think we took it all off, or he took it all off, or somebody took it all off.
Yeah, I don't remember anybody getting mad about, hey, my ornaments.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why.
And we had really cool ornaments because we had like Nickelodeon ones and stuff like that, I remember.
Yup.
That house was so like decked out, you know, like remember my neon signs that I had?
You decked out is
Decked
means
out
some
and,
things
like,
to some people.
Decked out as far as like you're 18, 19, 20 years old and you just have that sort of taste.
A lot of and expendable money because we were paying like $80 a month in rent.
Yeah. I mean, to
Yep.
be fair, that was kind of the life.
yeah, I agree. I do agree.
Ice cream would just show up in our freezer.
That had nothing to do with nobody, and you don't need to concern yourself with that. You keep talking about that, that's how somebody gets hurt. I don't know how.
I didn't
when.
say anything. All I said was it just showed up.
Uh-huh.
It was just there.
Yeah, sometimes it'd be showing up.
I just show up after work and there's ice cream there.
Yeah, I wonder how that got there. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. And no one will ever know, except for us.
Well, and the people that came over for that root beer float party.
Yeah, I forgot about a root beer float party.
I mean,
Well,
had
you
so
kind of
many
have to when
those.
you have a 5-gallon tub of ice cream.
Yeah, that was so fun because we at least had one a week for at least a month.
I mean, you have to. Gotta get rid of 5 gallons. It's not
And,
a
like,
little amount.
And most of the people that were there could have ratted you out so hard, and
Yeah.
nobody did.
Yeah, of course not. I've never had anybody rat on me. I'm pretty... Because I don't really rat. I feel like most of the...
Well, that's what you just surround yourself with good people.
Yeah, not non-rats.
That's what you got to do. You hear that, F927?
Yeah, non-rats. He's not a rat. I like dinner. You dirty
right.
rat.
All right, let's get back to this.
You should do while in the costume include giving hugs and high fives,
Hugs.
playing games like peekaboo,
What?
play a game of skee ball or air hockey with other guests, greet kids at Kid Check.
Well, do I have to pay for his
Things
game?
we should not do while in the costume include pick up, chase, tickle, or bump into kids.
Tickle.
These are things you can't do, Tyler.
Okay, what the hell? Well, I mean, good that that's on there, but like wild that it needs to be noted.
Mess up a guest's hair.
Don't mess up a guest's hair.
Approach
I feel
a
like
frightened
I've seen Chucky do that.
I feel like I've had my hair messed up by Chucky.
Hustled. Yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like that was kind of a thing before
Thing,
this video.
yes. Maybe this is the video that's out
Yeah,
there.
this was like, all right, guys, it's
You gotta
2025,
stop tussling.
or it's 2005. We got to change things, guys.
Yeah, I think
power.
that's probably
Especially
why.
that one. There are 2 things you should never do.
Jeez.
While in the costume, don't talk. Your voice is different than Chucky's and most kids can tell.
I feel like Chucky talked to me.
I feel like he did too. Yeah, I feel like he was saying stuff.
Also, don't sign autographs.
No, maybe
right
not.
while in
Maybe
the
not. I've never seen any of those guys talk. Like any of those like dudes that are doing that as a career.
costume. We want to create an illusion that Chucky is real. Never let a guest see you without the full costume. This means leaving the Chucky room without his head, shirt, or hands. Remember, kids think that Chucky is real.
Since a Chucky costume character cannot talk, he has to communicate through actions. The following are some frequent situations that may occur, and we provided you with some ways you should respond to each. Let's take a look.
It's my birthday. Act as if this is the most exciting you've ever heard. You can throw your arms in the air, clap your hands, etc. You're my best friend.
This is definitely
Give
the
child a
video
big
that
thumbs
he
up,
watched,
or a
by the
huge
way.
hug if appropriate.
Had to.
I don't like you.
What'd you say?
This is has to be the video that Josh watched.
Oh, probably.
Yeah. Anybody commenting, by the way?
Yeah, everybody's saying the art sucks. No, nobody's saying anything.
Okay, cool.
You. Bow your head and put your hands over your eyes like you're crying. Most kids will love you after that. How old are you? Scratch your head. Put your hand on your chin like you're thinking. Then put up all your fingers and count. Let them come up with an age. Someone wants you to hold their child or baby. Sit on the floor with your legs crossed and put the child in your lap. Remember, in the costume, your balance is impaired, so be extra careful. Children hitting.
Why wouldn't you just tell them not to hold babies?
Yeah. Yeah. Just don't hold babies. What is it? The baby's not going to know anything. Like, that's insane.
I'm sure
The
it's because parents want pictures.
That's dumb. I wouldn't give my kid to Chucky.
Yeah, but in the 90s, it was cool to do that.
I guess. 90s,
Or
a lot of
kicking
kids
Chucky.
were molested.
Think clearly, act quickly, and remain calm. Find a cast member walking by and stop them. Point to the kids that are hurting you, and they'll take care of the situation. If you can't find
Kick
a
those
cast
kids
member,
out.
go to the Chucky room or to the back of the house.
Chucky room
In this type of
is
situation,
the
do
craziest
not take off the costume
part of
until
this
you're
video.
sure there are no children around you.
Don't take off the costume until there's no kids around you, no matter what.
No matter what.
As an entertainer, it's important that you study and learn the personalities of each character. This will create the magic and excitement of your performance. The recipe for making a magical character is simple. We want to exceed our guest expectations. This means we want a very animated Chucky that is fun with our guests. We want to leave the guests with a feeling of awe, wonder, and excitement. Our goal is to make every
All right, Tyler, I would like to switch to the other video.
What?
This one's going to keep going on like this.
Yeah, okay, all right. Let's try to entertain the people. Let's get to the good stuff.
And oh boy, is it the good stuff. So you've been to Old Country Buffet.
Yeah, I love it. Loved it.
So remember when, I don't know if they still do this, but they had carving stations.
Yep.
So they had ham or prime rib or something like that on the carving table, and they'd carve you off a couple slices.
Yes.
Well, this is the video that they had to watch before that.
Your other shift duties. We'll begin with your second shift duty, greeting and serving guests.
Good evening. Fighting enough to eat today?
Boy, I'll say.
Well, that's great. Would
Boy,
you care
I'll
for ham or
say.
beef?
A little both, I think.
All right.
Making friendly conversations like this is a big part of greeting and serving guests. At other buffet-style restaurants, guests often feel they're on their own. Once they've paid for them, no one pays much attention to them. At Old Country Buffet, we work hard to make sure our guests never feel that way. As a carver, you spend a little more time with guests and their team members. That means you have a great chance to make them feel welcome and appreciated. By greeting the guest warmly and holding brief conversations as you serve them, you say to our guests, "We're glad you're here."
We're glad you're
And you're
here.
here.
No, I just literally all I want you to say is how thick of a piece do you want? Or how much
I
do you
don't.
want?
I don't want to say hello. I don't want you to say how was my day. Like,
Yeah, I
you're just
don't-
roping me into this nonsense.
Because your answer is going to be high school is great today. Thank you.
Yup. Exactly.
Let's take a closer look at greeting guests. Every conversation you hold with a guest should begin something like this.
Good evening.
Or,
Hi, how are you?
once you've greeted the guest, start a brief conversation. Try asking a question the guest can answer in a sentence or two. You might ask something like this,
Is it still hot out there?
or this,
Is it still on?
Did you catch a game last night?
or this.
Have you tried the lasagna? It's my favorite.
Don't forget,
Oh yeah.
Have you tried the lasagna? It's my
it's
favorite.
my favorite. Like, is
So
it
this
though?
is this is the cringy part.
to hold quick conversations with our younger guests, too. Children often play a big part in deciding which restaurant their parents visit. We want them to feel welcome and special here, too. So start conversations with children by saying something like this,
What grade are you in at school?
or this,
Have you decided what dessert you're going to have?
or this.
Do you like hot fudge sundaes?
or this.
If the meat carver said that to my kid,
You like hot fudge sundaes?
there would be a fight going on at Old Country Buffet.
What if he likes hot fudge sundaes, dude?
Like, why are you asking my kid this?
Yeah, like you need to step it back, sir.
Yeah, like, my kid wants a little meat. Like, just give my kid
You're
some
not that
food.
kind of meat, buddy.
Exactly.
What are you doing? What are you doing with yourself? Ridiculous.
Yeah, this is... I don't want this dude talking to my kid.
A brief conversation. It's time to move on to the second half of this shift duty, serving the guests. Begin by asking,
Would you care for some ham or beef?
Ham, please.
once guests have chosen what meat they want, you'll carve a slice of it. Exactly what size of slice you will serve will be a judgment call on your part, unless the guest makes a special request. We don't limit the cook can have. We do, however, manage it to reduce waste. Here are some guidelines for knowing how much meat to serve a guest. When your guest's plate
Is
has
he showing
very
a
little on
plate?
it, carve a full cut.
Okay.
Lay it over the bare portion of the plate. Children usually prefer smaller portions. Carve them a smaller cut. Place it on an open section of the plate.
Okay, I remember when I was a kid, that is not the case. Like, especially for good meat. Like, when I was a kid, that was always like a big piece of ham or a big piece of turkey at the carving station is what I always wanted. Like, I wanted a nice piece of meat. And
Yeah.
they're saying kids like smaller portions. No, you just like to give
Some
kids smaller
kids like-
portions.
I mean, you're saying some telling stuff right now, Corey, about your child. Yes, that was the you eat
If
big
your
portions.
guest's plate looks
you,
like
just,
this,
you can skip right over that,
or
huh?
a half cut
Skip right,
of the meat
skip
the
right
guest
over
requests. Sometimes guests will tell you exactly what size of cut or number of pieces they want.
that. To be fair,
Other guests
I asked for the big cut.
Guests will ask you to carve a slice thicker than our usual dime width.
Honestly,
These
I haven't
guests-
seen a fucking Are these a thing still?
Yeah, there's still Old Country Buffets.
Okay, because honestly, like the only one that I've been to that has a cutting station that is that what is that, like farm, like what is that, firehouse, Firestone? You know what I'm talking about? The buffet that's on Alpine.
You're talking about
It's like
Corral,
fight-
Golden Corral.
They had that one, but now maybe it is Golden Corral. I don't know. Do you like buffets?
I like. I don't like normal buffets. I usually like casino buffets the best
Why?
because
I mean,
they tend
I've
to
had them. They have good shit.
they tend to have like 10% of their food is better than most buffets. You just got to find it. So like sometimes you go there and they'll have like crab legs or like stuff like that. But I would also say that they usually tend to have carving stations still, so you can get like a good piece of ham or a good piece of turkey. And most of these like old country buffet and those type of places don't really have those carving stations anymore.
True. They don't. Yeah, honestly, I agree with you now that I'm thinking about it. I wish that more breakfast buffets were like this. Like where you're not, if you didn't have to pay for it, like you go, or breakfast buffets. Yeah, at a hotel. I wish more hotels had breakfast buffets like this, where they had like a maybe person making omelets and stuff.
Yeah. Have you ever been to a Drury Inn?
Yes. Yep.
Because I've been there before and they've had people making omelets.
Oh, that's cool. I'm trying to remember if I don't think we did. I don't think we had.
The one in St. Louis I went to, they had somebody making omelets for you.
Sometimes they got some good setups at those hotels, but it's rare. It really is hit or miss. And if you go to like a generic one, like a Best Western or whatever, like that stuff sucks. That stuff's been sitting in there, like back room, for months.
Drury Inn's is my favorite because I'm a big fan of biscuits and gravy, which they always have.
Ooh, yeah.
In the morning, and they usually have some really good like ham or something instead of just like sausage and scrambled eggs. And
scrambled eggs.
They have the 4:30 kickback, which is my favorite. Especially if you're going to a concert, stay at a Drury Inn. That's my input, because you can say the concert's at 7:00, kickbacks at 4:30. You get 2 free drinks and some munchies, so you get some food in you. You get a couple drinks in you. You go to a bar, have a couple more drinks, head to the show, and then get dinner afterwards.
That does sound pretty sweet. Like a good way to plan that.
All feel they're getting more when getting a thicker cut.
Okay, yeah.
Actually, the thin cut ensures them a tender piece of meat, which is why we carve dime thicknesses. If a guest asks you,
I'd like a half-inch slice of that roast beef, please.
say something like this.
I'd be glad to carve you that. Thinner slices are more tender, though. Would that be all right? You can always come back up for more.
Of course.
He's trying to get him not to eat. That's messed up. You can get people not to eat this meat if you trick them. How about you pressure them into not getting as much food?
Right.
Like they told you a half an inch. Why did I have to repeat myself?
Honor the request. No matter what the topic of your conversation has been, or what size slice you've served, you will end each guest contact with the same phrase.
How's that for you?
That's fine, thanks.
Asking, how's that, makes sure guests are happy with the slice they received. If they're not, or if they also want a slice of a
They keep
different
looping
meat,
this.
you can correct the situation promptly. Guests will sometimes ask you questions.
What'd you say?
They're looping that.
That
Instead
video?
of just pausing it,
Yeah.
they kept going like forward and then back.
Yep.
Questions about the food we serve and how we prepare it. To be ready for these questions, make the most of opportunities to learn about our menu items. If you are asked a question you can't answer, find someone who can answer it. The nearest manager is usually a good place to start. Your third shift duty is maintaining the carving station. As you carve and serve meats, your station quickly loses the cleanliness and appeal it had when the restaurant opened. Throughout your shift, you'll complete routine cleaning and maintenance tasks to return your station to its original appearance. Here are some
Okay.
of the tasks you'll complete. Wipe grease from the carving board with a paper towel. Grease and meat scraps spoil the appearance of your station.
Which I'm pretty sure nowadays you can't do because you can't use paper towel on a cleaning surface, right? Like it has to be a fabric rag.
We definitely don't have any paper towel yet.
Yeah, I think it's like most areas you can't use paper towel.
Wipe them away frequently. Discard the used paper towels in the wastebasket
It
immediately.
seemed like it'd be like a waste
Keep
of
the
money.
waste-
Well, waste of money, but also like paper towel always can leave
residue.
like, well, not residue, but like fibers and hairs and stuff on the surface.
Yeah, because it can tear apart.
Yeah.
That makes sense. My art piece is coming along.
It is.
It's looking like I just got to do this little fishy down here. This little guy.
You didn't put Mackinac Island in there, though.
I could, alright? Alright? Hold on. God. Why do things have to be... Why you gotta make me do things? Alright. Mackinac Island. There you go.
It's not shaped like that.
It's shaped like an island. Thank you very much. Isn't there an island over here?
Yes, Sleeping Bear... No, not Sleeping Bear Dunes, but yeah, there's...
Is it above the little point? Or over to the side?
It's over to the side, I think.
Okay. Well, I'll add that one too. Mr. It has to be right. Has to be right!
Wastebasket in a spot that is... Then, wipe the carving board, front board, and stainless steel surfaces with a clean, sanitized towel. In between groups of guests, to wipe your carving knives and chef's forks with your clean, sanitized towel. Keep an eye on the walls, mirrors, sneeze guards, and floors around your station to make sure they stay clean.
Now you got this guy wiping down the backsplash behind him because he thinks he splashed some grease. Like, how did he splash grease behind there? What is this guy doing?
Yeah.
That he has to wipe the wall down behind him.
If they
Behind
aren't,
him?
Use the time
Yeah.
between guests to
Well,
clean
I
them.
mean, it's cooking meat,
Horse
right?
spills
He's cooking
immediate-
it.
He's not cooking it. He's just carving it.
You're right. But don't they simmer it or like some kind of like heating?
No, I think it's just
Situation?
on a hot. I think it's on a hot plate, but it's not like cooking. It's just keeping it warm.
Oh, then yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I would say that stuff, like, particles get everywhere. I'm not trying to advocate for this freaking training video, but I feel like I watched this video about, like, the bathroom, and you got poop everywhere. Every single where you think that you don't, you do.
Well, that's because I dance after I poop.
That is a problem. Well, you mean dance while you poop?
Yep.
You just let it fly.
I get into my music, man.
Nobody needs to get into that. Okay, let's get to this video. Sorry.
By guarding the
While
area
you
personally
dancing.
or putting up a wet floor sign until the spill can be cleaned up. Damp
Okay.
mopping the area with hot, soapy water. And leaving the wet floor sign in place until the area is completely dry. Be sure to wash your hands after performing every cleaning task.
Every cleaning task.
Rinse out your
Everyone.
towels frequently in sanitizing solution. Towels that aren't sanitized frequently not only are unappetizing to look at, but they also leave streaks on the stainless steel.
Oh, and are unsanitary.
Maintaining
Yeah.
the carving station includes maintaining carving knives. To keep your knives sharp and ready to carve, you use a grooved steel rod called, appropriately, the steel doesn't actually sharpen the knife. It hones it by aligning microscopic burrs on the edge of the blade.
Microscopic.
After
burrs.
cutting about 10 to 15 slices of meat, you will notice that your knife isn't cutting as easily as it was when it was first sharpened. It's then that you'll use the steel to restore the knife's edge. Here's how to use the steel. Note that the process is described for right-handed carvers. If you are left-handed, reverse the process. Before you start, put a carver's protective glove on each hand. Hold the steel in
You've sharpened a knife before, right, Tyler?
Yes.
You ever used a safety glove?
No.
your left hand.
That's what I thought.
Hold the steel so
Yeah.
the point is up. You will keep
I
the
mean,
steel's tip up.
I guess if you're starting or you're training, like, yeah, but, like, not. I've never used it.
No, me neither.
Throughout this process. Hold the knife in your right hand. Place the blade of the knife at the base of the steel, the side furthest from you. The cutting edge should be facing up. Blade up the steel, working left to right. Make sure the entire blade is drawn across the steel. Next, blade of the knife at the tip of the steel on the side closest to you. Again, the cutting edge should face up. Draw the blade down left to right. This hones the other side of the blade's cutting edge.
Yeah, if you want to take
Repeat
forever.
this
Look at
process
this
several
guy.
times
I know,
on
that's what
each
I'm
side of the
saying.
cutting edge.
Just
Draw
wait
the
a
blade
second while I
over
sharpen
clean,
my knife.
sanitized towel lying on the carving counter.
Yeah, dude,
Do
like, we
not
need you on the
hold
line.
towel in your left hand.
It's like, but they,
Your carving
in the
knives
video,
are
they
sharp
went
enough to slice
slow.
Yeah, you're gonna have a line like 10 deep if you do that.
only through the towel, but on fingers. Remember, knives are never taken to the dish room for cleaning. Once you have wiped the steel with your clean, sanitized towel, return it to its appropriate place. Your fourth shift duty is assisting when the guest flow is light. When there are no guests at your station and you're caught up on your own tasks, you'll assist line attendants.
Wait, so not only do I have to carve people's food,
Yeah,
but I
what?
also have to do their work too?
Right? Like, that seems absurd.
Your final shift duty is doing whatever it takes to take care of the guests.
No, absolutely not.
At Old Country Buffet, serving guests is our #1 priority.
It really
You have
shouldn't
many
be.
opportunities throughout your shift to lend a helping hand to our guests. Every time you offer that helping hand, chances are you increase guests' satisfaction with his or her visit. Before we leave your shift duties, let's take a minute or two to look closely at something you need to be aware of every minute you're on the job.
That is a Karen.
Yeah.
Safety. As a carver,
Safety.
you work in an area with a high potential for accidents. Sharp knives, grease from the hand, and the rush of a busy shift can sometimes combine to create a disaster. That's why you need to always work safely. Here are a few things to keep in mind. Treat your knives with respect. They are razor sharp, honed to an edge that cuts through meat with only a little pressure. Unfortunately, it doesn't matter to the knife if it's cutting through a ham or your finger.
Oh,
Don't grab for a falling
Oh,
knife.
God.
Let it hit the floor. In your haste to prevent it from falling, you stand a 50-50 chance of grabbing the blade, not the handle. Take
okay, that math doesn't add up. Look at how long that blade is compared to that handle. It's like a 60-30
Yeah, no, for real.
or 60-40.
extra time and care when you're washing knives. When both your hands and the knives are wet, it's easy to slip if you're hurrying. Slow down
Yeah, it is.
and complete the job safely. Never place knives in bus tubs, Lexans, or sinks full of soapy water. Use only sharp knives. Believe it or not, dull knives are more dangerous than sharp knives. Because you have to work harder to get a dull knife to cut, the chances of cutting yourself or a guest are much greater.
Or a guest.
I mean, he's speaking facts.
I mean, how crazy do you have to be to where you're carving a piece and you slice the guest?
Yeah, right. And it's like, ching, ching, ching.
like,
Like, dude, calm down with that
yeah,
knife.
you got to be doing some crazy stuff for that to happen.
Yeah.
Finally, be aware at all times of where the guest's hands are. Without realizing it, guests may move their hands in the path of your knife. Keep an eye out for this potential. In this
What
video,
are these
we've
people doing?
examined your shift duties other than carving meat. Your shift duties are the things you will spend the majority of your time doing. Once again, here are the shift duties we've examined in this.
And they just go over that stuff. That's pretty much the end of the video.
Okay.
To me, the best part is when it's explaining how to talk to customers. And
Yeah.
especially children.
Weirdly enough, I'd argue that the Chuck E. Cheese one was more entertaining. Talking to him saying fudge, whatever he said, chocolate fudge sundae. What did he say? Fudge packer? He didn't. He did not say that. Jesus Christ! Whoopsie.
What did he say, Tyler?
He didn't say anything. He said something about fudge sundae.
Chocolate fudge sundae, not what was that again?
Nothing.
Oh, I missed that.
Good. You shouldn't need to see it.
I mean, I don't want to see it.
Okay, so this is our Michigan scene. It turned out pretty cool.
Yeah.
And there's Mackinac Island for all you specific people.
Technically an island right next to Mackinac Island too, but whatever, Tyler.
I'm not getting that specific. This is the piece that we created for this week. It turned out pretty cool. Thank you for everybody checking out Color My Art, a show where you pick the colors I use on a piece that I've created. I'm gonna make myself a little bigger here. Hello. I like the colors that we picked. Thank you to everybody who commented and helped us create this piece. It's pretty sick. If you would like this piece or any of my other pieces, how about, go to my Stargazing Productions page on Facebook. Message me on here, on YouTube, and I can get you a print or the original. Prices vary depending on if it's a print or an original. But yeah, you can get this fun little Michigan piece, Sunset in Michigan. And if not, thanks for checking out the show nonetheless. And what do you got to say, Corey, to the people?
I just want to say we really appreciate you guys showing up tonight. We know you guys could be anywhere else in the world right now, but you guys are watching us, and we really appreciate it. Have a good night, everybody. Bye!